Hey everybody, I'm Congressman Brian Mast and I represent Florida's 18th Congressional District. Now our community on the Treasure Coast and in the Palm Beaches, it's plagued by toxic algal blooms, quite literally poisoning animals, poisoning people, poisoning the air in our community. Now throughout my time in Congress, I've fought for several key infrastructure projects to store water and clean water before they send that water south into the Everglades where it's needed and where it belongs. Now this may sound like common sense that the government should send water where it belongs and not where it doesn't. The federal government shouldn't be poisoning its own citizens, but this has been a battle against the bureaucracy in DC every single step of the way. Apparently to them, dotting the I's and crossing the T's on arcane paperwork is more important than actually protecting lives. Specifically, I want to highlight one mind-numbingly stupid impediment that we've faced. The most important project that Congress has authorized to fix this problem is the Everglades Agricultural Area Reservoir, or as we call it, the EAA Reservoir. This project will collect, store, and clean water to allow it to flow into the Everglades, again, where it's belonged, where the water is desperately needed to support the habitats of the thousands of wildlife species that are found there. It will also cut these toxic discharges into my community substantially. Now, unfortunately, the Biden administration has delayed this project by nearly 2 years, and recently bureaucrats in Washington who do not have to live with the deathly consequences of their actions made the unilateral and arbitrary decision that the project required what the bureaucrats at the Army Corps call a New Start designation, essentially tossing even more paperwork and roadblocks up to even getting construction started. Now, in essence, a few bureaucrats at their Army Corps of Engineers got drunk on power and thought they could overrule an act of Congress. This move required Congress to pass additional legislation telling these bureaucrats to cut out their crap after we already directed the Army Corps to get started on it years earlier. Unfortunately, this isn't an isolated incident. It's indicative of widespread ambivalence and downright obstinance in the federal bureaucracy to actually accomplishing anything. It's time to cut the red tape, get Washington out of the way, and let America build.